What's going on? What's going on? It's your man, Mousy, 219 TV Midwest Connected, man. Cheeks for life. And you know your boy had to tap in on this one right here. And let's not forget, GoFundMe is not life insurance. You out here in these streets, please put some money on your head. We know we had to talk about it. Come back and talk about these tariff wars. They finna hit y'all fashion. They finna hit your drip. They finna hit your style. How much you willing to pay for that drip, for that Gucci, for that LULU? And anybody that know if there's anything about this game, please put some money on your head before somebody else do. Because we all know GoFundMe is not life insurance. And right now, that's the only investment that's not going down up. Your life insurance stays where it stays. Inbox me. You want to know about the policies you want to know about. What's the best policy for you and your family? Because this going to kill you. This is going to kill you when you find this. I hope you don't drop dead when you find out this right here. Now, let's get right to it. Now, over here at Cheeks, you know, 2 for Life, 219 TV Midwest Connected, man. You know, flipping versus investing, urban licensed professionals, all of that. And what I like to talk about, anybody know I know this game right here. Now, the damn game that went wrong for Trump. So now what China's doing, who would ever thought the Third World War would be an economic one? But anyway, I see it. You see, I ain't gonna say I'm Nostradamus, but we spoke on that. So here it is, man. China fighting back. They didn't let this. They didn't spill the beans, bro. They didn't spill the beans, man. They didn't spill the beans, man. The cat out the bag, man. They didn't expose the hustlers, man. They didn't expose the hustlers. Now China didn't sit to these terrorists. They replied. So they out on TikTok. Some of y'all probably have seen it. Now they showing y'all. Y'all can go straight to them, cut the connect. You can go straight to them and get the merch, or you can come to me and get it. You feel what I'm saying? That's just they saying come straight to us. Now that's what they saying. But he done slapped them tariffs on them, so they didn't went on there. So now they didn't put all of the brands on blacks. They mass produce for everybody. Other countries only putting in the labels. They doing the last part of it. You know, they getting it over there for cheap. You know, everybody's been out here rocking knockoffs forever. I've been in this game. But first, I'm gonna show this to y'all. Then I'm gonna just kind of explain to y'all. Go halfway, blah, blah. But this gonna tell y'all more than enough. So sit back, grab your popcorn. If you got something in the house, go check your tags on your bags. You feel what I'm saying? Now let's get to it.
This jacket for nearly $100.
This bag from our factory only costs you $1,000 USD.
The trade war has entered a new phase. China has changed its posture. It is no longer playing defense. It has gone on the offensive. China is now taking the fight straight to the American consumer. It is weaponizing social media and recruiting Chinese suppliers to launch the attacks. Take a look at this.
Do you recognize this style? For the past more than 30 years, we have been the OEM factory for most of the luxury brands around the world. Gucci, Prada, Coach, Louis Vuitton, you name it. But for this, I am not proud because we were only making our wages. The profit margin for the people who are actually making the bags are very low. Now, as the USA and its little European brothers are trying to refuse Chinese goods, why don't you just contact us and buy from us? You won't believe the prices we give you.
The battlefield is TikTok. It is flooded with such factory videos. Chinese suppliers are reaching out to American customers directly. They have a simple message for them. Skip the middle.
Or just inbox me. You know, I got y'all. Listen. Mess with the brother man instead of the other man.
Men buy straight from China. And that too for cheap. At the same time, they're trying to embarrass Western brands, names like Lululemon, Nike, Fila, and Birkenstock. In one video, a woman is selling Lululemon leggings for $6. In the US, they retail for $1.
You know, Lululemon, they like the Gucci, that high-end, like workout. Inside, they got the plain sweats, they like essentials. You know, they on that line.
$100. Another video shows luxury handbags, again priced at a fraction of their retail cost. It features a so-called Birkin bag. The retail price is around $38,000, but this seller says it costs just $1,400 to make.
This Birkin bag at Hermes boutique will cost you 38,000 USD. But what?
Now, real quick, see, that's the part of the game. And people used to ask me back in the day, like, oh, is this real? First thing they ask you, is this real? No, damn well you ain't got no 38,000, no 4,000, no 5,000 to go up there. Some do. I ain't knocking. Some people got it like that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, come on now, work at the mall. You feel what I'm saying? You make it 15 hours, $1,000 an hour. You want a $5,000 back. What am I gonna tell you? But you got different qualities of this merch. You got A quality, B quality, C quality. You got cheap, nice. Then you got A quality. You feel what I'm saying? So some of what they explaining about is the A quality with these prices.
What is the real cost out of the factory? Today, I'm going to break it down in front of you, step by step. First thing first, Hermes only use the leathers from the 3 top-level suppliers. One piece of Togo leather will cost 450 USD. The thread is also the best top level for each bag.
Mind you said Togo leather, that's leather from that. You should tell people about this. You can't fake leather. Leather's either real or fake. So you can tell fake leather, you can tell real leather, you can tell brown, you can tell that man-made leather with it. You can tell that. The hard one, the soft one, the butter leather. You got to know your fabrics, you know what I'm saying? I'm deep into the game like that. But you got to know your fabrics, know what you're stitching and know all that, what you're looking for and checking for. But they use the same exact best stitching. The difference is, only reason they call it counterfeit, because until it gets taxed, get that number, get that stamp on it, where the government can tax it when it come across, it's like dope. It's going under the radar. So anything that's going under the radar, counterfeit don't mean fake. It just means it's not taxed and it's not recorded as, you know what I'm saying? It's getting sold out under the back up.
The cost is 25 USD. For one piece of bag, the hardware will cost 150 USD and oil. For each top-level supplier, one piece of Togo leather will cost 450 USD. The thread is also the best top level. For each bag, the cost is 25 USD. For one piece of bag, the hardware will cost 150 USD and oil. For each bag, it will cost 50 USD. The interior lining for each bag, the cost will be 100 USD. And then the cost of human resource. To finish one bag, the human resource cost will be 600 USD. The total cost will be 1,400 USD for one Birkin out of factory. But why Hermes will charge you 38,000 USD for one bag?
You see, he said $1,395, $1,400 it cost them to make. So that's the ones you would believe that the store is selling. That you get some that's cheaper quality. So when a brother's selling you one for $35, $40, it damn sure wasn't that one. You feel what I'm saying? But me, what I would do, I would buy the high price, the good quality, the store quality, because I knew the game. Met some agents. I had went to the Louis stores. I asked them, I went to the Louis store one time, and I asked, they had the patent leather bag. I said, yo, this plastic patent leather. She said, yeah, ain't nothing leather but the handles. Patent leather's patent leather. It's just bad. I had the Louis stamp on it. So just proceed.
That's because more than 90% of the price is paid for its logo. But if you do not care about the logo, you just want the same quality, same material, you can just buy from us.
So same product from the same factory, made from the same materials, with just the brand logo missing. What's the point of these videos? They're trying to humiliate Western brands, to show the world that their products are made in China and to expose how much they overcharge their customers. Now, we cannot vouch for the accuracy of their claims. After all, they are coming from China. It is known for copying, so many of these products could just be knockoffs. And China is well known for that. And yet this campaign has struck a chord. Even Chinese diplomats have jumped in. One of them took aim at Caroline Leavitt. She is the White House press secretary. She is being mocked for a dress that she wore. This Chinese diplomat...
Look at it. She done hit T-Move and got on one of them dresses.
Said the dress was made in China. This is what he wrote on X. Accusing China is business, buying China is life. So the attacks are coming from all sides, not just on social media, but on American companies too. They are being punished for Trump's trade war. The latest victim is Boeing. Beijing has issued a diktat to all Chinese airplanes. Stop taking deliveries of Boeing planes. That's what China has told its airlines. Now, this is a setback for Boeing. China's aviation market is expanding rapidly. In the next 20 years, China will account for 20% of the global aircraft demand. Now, Boeing had managed to get a foothold. It had dozens of orders from Chinese airlines. Air China had ordered 45 Boeing planes. China Eastern Airlines, another 53 planes. And China Southern Airlines, 81 planes. These are China's top 3 airlines. Now, Boeing could be losing them as customers. China is also weaponizing supplies of rare earths. Their exports to the US have been suspended. There's a whole list of metals which have been banned, at least 6 of them.
Now, that's an important one. These rare earth seeds, they playing chess, not checkers, bro. He didn't up these tariffs. So what China doing, they going smart with it. Like, okay, we're going to hit y'all technology. We're going to hit y'all fashion and clothes, which y'all hit us up for the most. Y'all know they make video games. You get that from them. All the chips and all of that. So, you know, the kids going to go crazy when that PlayStation go up to $900. You know what I'm saying? There. Well, the parents going to go crazy, not the kids. So these rare minerals, now they said we're going to stop sending those. So they hitting it on the, you know, because they know we need, if we not, then what's going to happen, they outsourcing. Products going to get cheaper, blah, say blah, because they want to find a cheaper way to make them. So this is crazy, but these guys is playing chess. And right now they using the TikTokers as pawns. He using them as pawns in the game.
At least 6 of them, in fact, are rare earth metals. China won't be sending them to the US anymore. Beijing has also banned rare earth magnets. Again, this is quite significant because a range of industries use these magnets, from automobiles to drones and robots, and even missile assembling. They all need rare earth magnets.
She made this. She said, no, this is one of other countries.
But China has halted their shipments for now. Meanwhile, President Xi Jinping is traveling. He's on a tour of Southeast Asia. His first stop is Vietnam. He arrived in Hanoi last night. Xi Jinping has urged Vietnam's leaders to resist what he called unilateral bullying. That's a clear dig at Donald Trump and his tariff plans. At the same time, President Xi is pitching China as a stable partner. He's offering the best of globalization to these countries. He's promising open markets, stronger bilateral ties, and a unified response to American pressure.
In the face of external uncertainties, China will insist on joining hands rather than throwing punches, tearing down walls instead of building barriers, connecting instead of decoupling. We will continue to expand the circle of trade friends, become a stronger magnet for investment, develop with high quality and open to the outside world at a high level, to inject more stability and positive energy into the world economy.
We are not afraid of trouble. That's what Xi Jinping has said in the past. He said it just a few days back. As Trump was escalating tariffs on China every day, Xi struck a defiant note. Then, over the weekend, the US did a U-turn. It exempted electronics from the high tariffs. This came as a relief to China. But China did not reciprocate in easing off the pressure. It wants to keep the fight going now, and Donald Trump says he's not surprised. Listen to this.
I don't blame China. I don't blame Vietnam. I see their meeting today. Is that wonderful? That's a lovely meeting. The meeting, like trying to figure out, how do we screw the United States of America?
Yo, man, so there it is, what y'all think. So now I'm going to let y'all know, man. The game is wicked, man. And to be honest, bro, the merge game is as lucrative, real talk, bro. The merge game is as lucrative as the dope game, man. I'm gonna just tell you what it is, man. It's just as lucrative as the dope game, man. I mean, I wish, you feel what I'm saying? I wish I had found that game early in life, bro. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had found that game early in life, because that's something right there that little do y'all know. They've been doing this for years, man. I moved to New York back in, 97? I moved to New York in 97, bro. And it's like I moved there, man, in 97, bro, and I basically, you know what I'm saying? Basically, bro, was selling merch. You feel what I'm saying? Coming back home twice a month, 3,000 to 4,000 a month. Check the stats. You know, they was calling me the real Gucci man. I ran this. I opened stores. I did that. I was at the flea market, you know what I'm saying, at the GP. I was at the one in Miller. I had the store out there with man. I had the CDs. I was right next to City Sport. My first store was on Branch Street, next to the Polish stand right there. On what's that, 22nd or 23rd or 27th, across from the old auto parts store, Walgreens, whatever. But that game, bruh, it's been going on for years, and it's really finna get tight right now. You feel what I'm saying? And that's a game, we would monitor that. And they had their days, man. They had days like Tuesdays and Thursdays. I lived in New Jersey. That's how I got it. In 97, I moved to Jersey. But after I got out to service, came home 3-4 years, I moved to New Jersey. Moved to Jersey, I got to working, you know what I'm saying? I was working at the dental office. Found out about the merch game. I had a dude who used to come to my job, bro, every week. He bringing merch to the job, boom, 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 selling ladies' purses. So you know a GI hustler. I'm like, yo, man, where you getting this from? He like, bro, I be going to, you know, he didn't want to tell me where. He saw my man in New York, give it to me. So I'm buying it. So I started like, well, yo, man, let me get some. I started buying it from him, bringing it to the crib. But then I started actually buying it from him, flipping it where I in Jersey. I saw that Jersey was not going across the bridge like that. Some of them did, a lot of them did, but a lot of them didn't, you know. So I would go across the bridge, go to New York, get the merch, come back to Jersey, sell it. Boom, start bringing it back to the crib. And when I saw the flip, bro, you know, it was a flip like that. I was getting just plain merch. You know what I'm saying? That merch flip was crazy. You get like, my first merch flip, 300. I spent 300 and I made 800. You feel what I'm saying? That was my first flip. I saw that like, oh man, this is like the D game. I'm with it. Next thing you know, I take $800,000 flips, make $1,000, give me 4,000, 3,000. You know what I'm saying? It's just a markup number. Once I got into that game, it was hard for me to actually go to a store and shop, bro. Still, it's hard for me to go buy clothes because I know what they really cost. I know what I can really get them for. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all tap into me. I still got the plugs, though. I understand that ain't never gonna stop. Unless people start running around naked, I'll never stop selling clothes. It just is what it is, and I hate to say it, but people, especially people, just most people, from the hoods, people will spend their last to look good. It is what it is. Rich, they say, we go broke trying to look rich, and the rich stay rich by looking broke. Well, I mean, that's subjective, you know, but I still like to look nice. I still like to wear nice things. Everybody, you still, you know, hey, if you can afford it, get it. If you can't, but this is my thing. Why go in the store and pay $3,000 for something I can give you for $200? You feel what I'm saying? So it's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? $150. But the thing is, now the streets, they don't even want to pay the $150. They want to pay $40, $50. So you know what they get. Getting the straight bubble ups for $35, $40. You get that straight. You know what I'm saying? You want that good. You got to pay what you weigh. But they got the rollies that sway and the rollies that tick. I was selling rollies Jacobs, all of that. You feel what I'm saying? High quality, guys. You know, and it wasn't no what's real away. It's just quality. That game is about quality. As long as you getting good quality, I'm gonna keep it real. As long as you get good quality at a decent price, it's on you. You know what I'm saying? If you in the club letting people look all in your collar and check your shit, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? But most people, like I had guys, know a lot of people with money. I worked in a dental office, so I would have doctors and nurses. Dentists rather. Female dentists would buy me all the time. And they would tell me, oh, this one in the store, I ain't see that one in the store. They'd be like, oh, this one look good, but this one I don't know. So they was like my guy. Yo, doc, how this one look? She like, oh, this look just like the one I just seen in Neiman Marcus. Bring me to. They would pay the $150, $200 because they can afford bags for $3,500, $4,000. Whereas, you know, some sisters in the hood, no knock to them, but you know, that was sisters in the hood. Like I would be selling bags $250, $300. They was dropping that dust for them. You feel what I'm saying? Because they didn't want the cheap ones, you know, because some of them knew the game. Same thing. People that buy quality know quality. That's just what that game is. So if I'm giving you, so if you got a quality product, look at them nights. You'll catch them nights with the right person. That is what it is. But China know who we gonna get that from. What you gonna pay for the Jordans? That Louis, that Gucci, that Louis Vuitton, Don. See, but what they really did, now they didn't put a stain on everybody brand. They didn't put a stain on everybody brand. We looking at it. Everybody is looking at. Ain't nobody flossing no more. I hate to break it to y'all, but you know, people been wearing this for years. Only difference is some of y'all was going in the store paying a higher price for it. That's it. People have bought stuff from me, took it to them stores and been like, yo, bro, on some sneak, you know, like, oh man, I was in the store, we'll tell you, da-da-da-da-da. Of course, it's like Marshalls. Just look at it like, you know how you go to Marshalls, a button might be missing, a sleeve might be too long, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Man, in that regard, you know, that's basically what it is, bro. They had a store in New York that was right across from the World Trade Center. I used to catch the train over there. Right, you get out at the World Trade Center right with a bomb, and it was a store right across the street. You know what I'm saying? What was that store called? But it was like a luxury Marshalls, and they would have Louis Bell, and so I would go. You know, once, like I said, that was like being in Colombia. You know, stumbling up on some wizard. I was with the plug, and fortunately, I'm still plugged with a lot of my guys in Jersey, New York. I still, you know, back and forth, and so I got the plug. So inbox me, don't worry about that. But what I'm saying is this: I mean, you can go on and they gonna be like he said, he gonna send you this shit. His shit ain't gonna have now they sending you, like he said, he'll send you that bag without the hardware. Cause some of that shit, like he said, they make it in factories. They make it to the T and they send it to France for the hardware and the labels. That type shit. But you're not finna tell me, bro. You're not finna tell me, though, that cheaper labor. I mean, Sean John, a lot of brands get made in these other countries. You know what I'm saying? I think Cambodia is really where Nikes get made at. You know what I'm saying? Cambodia somewhere else. So it's like, with all the Asian countries, that's why they getting together, they meet. So this tariff thing is crazy. So that's how it's gonna affect the hood. It's gonna affect your Gucci, your Louis, your t-shirts, everybody that's trying to do a brand. If you out there now trying to do a brand, do your clothes, do all of that, it's a method to that, man. That, you know, I wasn't trying to talk about this, but because I ain't want to expose my hand, you know what I'm saying? But you know me, hey, if it's money to be made, I'm money. So it's just like life insurance, you know what I'm saying? I sell needs. I got the want and the need. You want the clothes, I got that. You need life insurance, I got that. So the whole thing is this. The financial thing, so now the cat is out the bag. So if you're going to get the merch, get it. Ain't no need to worry about where it come from, what's fake, what's real, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? Plug up. What's going on? But yeah, ain't no need to worry about where it come from, what's real, what's fake, none of that. All you need to worry about is the price and the quality. In this game, it's about quality. But they playing chess, not checkers. And this was a cold move right there. He used the pawns and they used a TikTok. And you know, America trying to buy TikTok. So TikTok's a big influence. So what they just did on a smart move, he raised them tariffs. They said, okay, what we gonna do, you gonna tax us, we gonna devalue y'all products. They devaluing some of the products. Ela, Hermes, Lululemon, now all of the main ones. But you ain't see that, you ain't see this. They ain't say no polo. They ain't say, I didn't know New Balance was made in America. So, you know, as far as the stock market, you gonna check who own New Balance. They make New Balance American company. American Eagle. You know, who finna buy that made in America? Who rocking that? See, that's the thing. Just keep it real. Who rocking made in America again? Made in Ohio. You know, who rocking in that? But we will be rocking. So that means now, instead of going to China, call my man Cash D, get some of that royal estate. You feel what I'm saying? Hit my man Conrad, get some of that off planets. You feel what I'm saying? Hit my man Frank, get some of that dedicated debt. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever other brand, whatever merch I got, hit me, I got you. You know, we got all kind of brands. But you know, we got their brands too. You want it for the low. But the point is, that's where the game is at now. So if you got a brand now, mind you got a brand, watch how you order your brand. But you can order it as a consumer. And they saying it's less tax. That's why the stores, the factories that make it for the companies, that's why they putting out these TikToks to be like, yo, instead of us, see them China, they not done. One thing they not is done. Now you give it up, whatever. They are intelligent and they been, because you know, Trump, I forgot, y'all gotta forget. Trump used to run a casino. The president ran a casino. So he looking at the stock market and all this like he running a big casino. Betting against the house, he gonna say something to make the stock go up. If you think too many people up, he gonna say something to make it go down. You know what I'm saying? He going day by day with this shit. He ain't got this thought out. He didn't think things going. I know he wasn't expecting this move right here. I know he wasn't expecting him to hit with this move right here. But the merch game is finna be. And it's crazy when the tariffs hit. I just was telling my other guy, like, yo, man, I need an order. I'm just gonna come back to the streets. You know, for a minute, shout to my guy John. You know what I'm saying? Go see my giant God, you know, framed guy. Go see him, man. Go see my man. If you in Minneapolis and St. Paul, go see Frank of the Sesame City. You feel what I'm saying? It's enough money for everybody, so I don't never, you know, I'm gonna get mine, so I don't mind telling you where you can go get yours. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of them, bro, they know, everybody know that, though. You know what I'm saying? I that merch, I do that. Been doing that since '98. I've been in that game since 1998, bro. So that shows you how long. And I mean, they run it like you could go over there. You could be in New York Tuesdays and Thursdays. They do raids like dope spot. So you could buy a whole bunch of Gucci and Louis, and if the police come, all they gonna do is take it. They gonna take it. The people just worried about getting fined and getting sent back to their country. But now, that we finna get tight too. So now when you mail, watch your orders. Now if they see packages coming from China, they might want to see what it is. Because if they deem it as being counterfeit, let's understand the real meaning of that. Counterfeit don't mean, when they say counterfeit, they don't mean fake. Fake is, you remember the Tommy Hill figure that used to be like Tommy, that look crazy? What's the fake? You know, Polo, man. You know, Gucci. That's the, come on. But when it's stitched and it's made to perfection and it's store-bought, store-looking quality, that's that is, bro. The only thing is it slipped through the system. if they make it, just think if they just that criminal mentality is everywhere. I've also, when I was in New York, I met guys that was in that Chinese mob, that they run that. They collections, they still run that. They people paying protection, all that. They smuggle people over here. They in the shipping people, smuggling them. That's their game. So the merch game, them containers, you saw the wire. Jersey got one of the biggest ports of stuff that come into the U.S. Jersey got one of the biggest ports on the East Coast. So when them ports come in, them canisters come in, them shipping containers come in, they load them up. So when they load them up, one going here, two going here, two going here, one going here. They unload them, before they get to where they going. New York getting their take. And then they're sending materials over here. They got spots in New York. They got sweatshops in New York. Real talk. They got 35 ladies in the building getting their sew on. But you got to think, they using the real leather, the real buckles, the real this. They just put it together. So it's an old lady, so the stitch might be a little crooked. Don't worry about that. I'm going to take 20 off for that. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't know what y'all think. Drop something in the comments. I want to know what y'all going to pay for that. They didn't hit your Gucci. They didn't hit so the bag. The cat is out the bag. So now everybody in the club just know pretty much everybody is what it is. Even if you're going to the store. You go in the store, you just got a higher quality knockout. It is what it is, but they all coming from China. Point blank period. The cat is out the bag. It is what it is. Now, why go into the store? Just holler at your boy, man. It's your man Mouse E219 TV. Just to tap in, want to know what y'all think about that. Did China make this a chess move for their ass right there? Let's see what Trump do next.